Hey guys, so it's time for another student loan update video, and in this one we're going to take a look at the cycle between May and August because I have missed almost like 3 months of student loan updates. So we're gonna go over how much I have left in EdFinancial, how much I have paid off, and how many weeks I have left to pay this off fully, and then what are my final thoughts regarding this loan. And at the end of this video, we're also going to talk about some updates regarding the $10,000 student loan cancellation from the Biden administration. But before we get into that, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Dred and I post personal finance and dividend investing videos and pretty much anything related to money. But right now I am documenting my journey in paying off my student loans. So if you're interested in seeing how everything unfold or just want to show your support, then please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, and also sharing this video. Now with that out of the way, let's get back to the main thing. So 2 to 3 months ago, my balance at EdFinancial sat at around $3,900. But despite my almost 3-month break from creating student loan updates, I have kept my payments to this specific loan. Now the account that I have left in EdFinancial was called Group A, and this is the payments that I have made for this specific cycle. Now, as you can see on my screenshot, it's a long list of payments, but the outlier here really is the $450 payment I made on June 20. I was able to find some extra funds that I could spare for my student loans, and if I really wanted to pay off my student loans really fast, then this was the way to go. I made a double payment on that day, so $225 plus $225, that is $450 in total just for June 20. But anyway, with all those payments, if we total all of them together, it will be more than $3,000. With those payments, Group A has been reduced to $748.91, so that is a very big amount in 3 months. Basically, you could say that at least every month I was paying off $1,000 to my student loan account. But anyway, let's talk about how many weeks left to actually pay this off. If we base everything off on this calculation, I have 4 weeks left to pay off Group A, which falls around September 12th. Now, this is again 1 week earlier than my estimate on my previous student loan update, which was around September 20. All this, by the way, was just thanks to that double payment that I made on June 20th. So that is pretty much it. That is the entirety of my student loan account. The balance as of August 24, 2022 is $748.91. Now, I would say this is less than a month worth of payments to get it fully paid off. And by the way, this does not include the payment that I have made earlier, which was on August 22. So basically, if you think about it, it's just about 3 weeks to get this fully paid off. Now, to be honest, I really don't have much to say about my student loan balance anymore because it has been very consistent. My progress here has just pretty much been automatic. I don't really think about this unless I actually have to make this video and think about paying off my student loans every Monday. And even then, every Monday, those payments are made automatically already. The only manual thing that I really do is to just look at my account and see that payment was actually made. But anyway, I am really excited to see this fully paid off because I want to see where my finances can go from there. Once this thing is fully paid off, there are a lot of things that I can do with that extra cash that has been freed up. One of the things that I have been thinking about after this is fully funding my savings accounts. My emergency account has not been fully replenished ever since I used some funds from it, and then some of my savings buckets or savings goals have not been accomplished as of yet. So once my student loan is fully paid off, this is a good time for me to kind of like finish them before the year ends. So that is pretty much it for my student loans. Let's talk about something that is very important to a lot of student loan borrowers right now, and that is the $10,000 student loan cancellation from the Biden administration. I have an article here from USA Today, and we're gonna take a look at it, kind of like get some sort of idea what's happening right now because I believe there is some very big news from here. So here we are on the article from USA Today that's titled "Biden set to announce plan to cancel $10,000 in student loan debt Wednesday." I'm recording this one on a Tuesday night, so it's pretty much tomorrow by the time you watch this. Anyway, let's take a look over here. President Joe Biden is set Wednesday to announce he will forgive $10,000 in student loan debt for millions of borrowers who fall below an income cap, according to a source familiar with the plan. After weighing executive action for months, the president is expected to reveal his long-awaited decision after he returns to the White House from vacation in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. The action is also expected to include extending until January a moratorium on federal student loan payments implemented during the coronavirus pandemic, set to expire at the end of this month. The White House would not confirm the upcoming announcement, first reported by the Associated Press. The president has said he would make a decision by August 31st. Biden faces increasing pressure from progressive Democrats to cancel an even larger share of debt for Americans who took federal loans to pay for college. But some Democratic economists, including former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, worry about the risk of debt cancellation exacerbating 40-year high inflation. So that is the opening marks, I would say, for this article. What is the president considering regarding this student loan cancellation? It pretty much lists it out here in this article. The parameters are still unclear, but the White House has zeroed in on a plan that would cancel $10,000 in student loan debt per eligible borrower, according to sources, matching a figure Biden campaigned on. The White House has also discussed expanding relief beyond $10,000 for borrowers who meet certain criteria, according to one source. The debt cancellation would be limited to borrowers with family incomes of $125,000 or less and would apply only to people with federal loans, not private ones. More than 43 million people have federal student loan debt in the US, and the average borrower has about $37,000 according to data compiled by the Education Data Initiative. The outstanding federal loan balance is about $1.6 trillion. So that is pretty much what's happening so far. This is what the president is considering, at least his administration is considering. $10,000, we've heard that a lot already. Some Democrats have been expanding it. They want to kind of like go beyond that, as high as $50,000. But if you've seen any of my videos, you know my stance regarding this one. I'd rather prefer $10,000 than $50,000. I really don't know much what are the implications or the biggest or farthest impacts of $50,000 in the economy of the United States, because who knows? I'm not an economist. I really don't know, but I think $50,000 is just too much. Now, going back to this article, there are a lot more information that they have put here. I am just going to leave the link for this article in the description below so that you have your own time reading this. Personally, I think this is a very hard decision for me, because even though I have 3 to 4 weeks left to pay off my student loans, there is a chance that $10,000 will be canceled, and that's a very big help to a lot of people. And looking back and thinking about my situation right now, $750 only for my student loans, you know what? I'll just go ahead and power through that, because that's not a very big amount anymore to me. Now, of course, I am not rich or anything, but $750, that's something that I have already been paying off anyway, so might as well just continue with it. It would have been nice though to have gotten some news before all of this that they would actually do $10,000, because at least people would have planned it already. However, we are not given that luxury at all. We were not given that blessing, so we just go through with what we think is right for our situation. And that's pretty much what I did. I just continued powering through. I just continued making student loan payments every week, even though there is a chance, there is a very slight chance that $10,000 or whatever amount that they're thinking about would be canceled. Now, that's just me. That is my plan. I'm going to keep paying off my student loans until it's fully paid off. I don't know about you. Maybe you're gonna wait until this is kind of like, made into a bill, passed into a law, whatever, until it's become official, and then you're just gonna wait until you get reimbursed, I would say, or they pay off or cancel your student loans. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. Take my advice or take my suggestions or what I'm doing with a grain of salt, because that's up to you. Your situation is very different from mine. You might be struggling more than I do. You might be, in a position that's higher than me, that you can pretty much be safe, whatever. But at the end of the day, do what is best for you. So there you go, guys. That is my update for my student loans and some updates regarding the world of student loans, especially the student loan cancellation from the Biden administration. If you have any questions regarding my student loans or any comments regarding this update from Biden, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have any recommendations for me, let me know in the comments as well. And if you like content just like this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new content. And if you are on Instagram, please add me there as a friend at DailyDread so that we can chat, collaborate, and maybe even exchange some ideas. Thank you again so much for watching the video. Have an awesome and wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.